Hey everybody, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. It's Fresh Catch Friday, and I guess we'll start as always with picks of the week. And my pick for you this week is Starfucker Future Past Life, and this is on Polyvinyl Records. Now, if you're on the sensitive side, don't come for me about this. I don't name them, I just give you the information. Who are we kidding? I have a mouth like a sailor, I don't care. But Future Past Life, long-awaited fifth studio LP from this indie rock group, and this really kind of underscores they've become much more versatile and much more mature lyrically, and really it's an acoustic driven album, but they are really leaving this open spatial, like real place for a real sonic experience. And so if you're not familiar with them, I recommend this. It was really a great listen. It comes with a download. It's on opaque orange vinyl. We also have the cassette, which also comes with a download, and it's clear. It's a clear cassette. So, but anyway, great stuff. Loved this. So nice one, Polyvinyl. Really good. Okay. Next up, I also was really loving the new Naked and Famous. This is called Recover. It's 2 LPs, and this really, these guys are kind of really cementing themselves as like really great in that area of indie kind of dream pop synth driven, beautiful vocals, and this is a very intimate record. It goes, they kind of dive deep on this one. It is really it's very emotionally inspired, I would say. And, if you follow along, if you're not familiar with them, this is really something you can kind of sink your teeth into. If you are familiar with them, you will really be pleased with this. It's like a real stride forward for them. It's largely autobiographical record, and it's a real powerful sentiment of survival and of the very human process of self-preservation and saving, choosing, and celebrating oneself in a world which is constantly trying to put us down. So yes, really good, really enjoyed this. The Naked and Famous, Recover, 2 LPs. There we go. I guess it's black vinyl. It's looking that way. Okay. So the other news was I did see Cass today, and he was telling me that his pick would have been 100 Gex, 1,000 Gex in the Tree of Clues, and this is on Big Beat Records, which is through WIA. And this here is the first remix album by the American experimental duo 100 Gex. Everybody knows that Cass is a big fan of the experimental stuff, and so it's not doesn't fall outside of what we would expect to have be his pick this week. It features remixed, reworked versions of songs from their debut, 1,000 Gex, as well as live performances and previously unreleased collabs and songs which were played at their Mind Gala 2019 set. This album features, again, it's very guest-laden, you could say, and it has performances with Charlie XCX, Caro Benito, Rico Nasty, Fall Out Boy, Tommy Cash, Hannah Diamond, Black Dresses, and Dorian Electra. The album debuted at number 198 on the US Billboard 200 when it came out. So, experimental, fun, Cass's pick. There you go. Okay? So now I'm going to give you some info on a handful of releases that I just grabbed for you here. Now, as always, like I like to tell you, there is more that came out, but we can't sit here all day. So if you go to sirenrecordsmonterey.com, there's a new release tab. You can drop down and you can see much more, and there's also track listings and things like that. But I just wanted to mention to you also that sometimes when there are limited editions or like little special things, you may actually want to go to Siren Records on eBay and pull them from there, because sometimes they don't get, we're we're listing as fast as possible, but if something kind of gets left out, you do stand a chance of missing it. eBay kind of always gets like thrown up there first. So, you know, it's just, you're perfectly welcome to do things any way you want. We are also on Discogs as the Record Mule. So there's 3 different, platforms you can sort of like find your way on. Okay, but anyway, let's get to it here. This is John Benjamin. This is the soundtrack collection. This is from Sub Pop, and we talked about John Benjamin last week. This one here is he's a comic and an actor that's recognized for his roles in like Bob's Burgers and Archer, and as well as movies, different movies and TV stuff. But anyway, it launched this brand new album. This is the second from the underneath the moniker of John Benjamin Jazz Daredevil for Sub Pop. It's performed by John Benjamin and the Budapest Scoring Orchestra, and this album is just a take on iconic movie themes. Like it's got Danger Zone from Top Gun, Axel F from Beverly Hills Cop, all kinds of these, like, I don't know, kind of cheesy soundtrack things that he's just done. He prides himself on being, somewhat unhindered by talent and experience, but it's funny. A little bit of a tough listen, this one. I mean, I get it, it's funny for a while, but, the really unique thing about this, though, is that it's a limited edition and it's only one-sided. The vinyl is only one-sided, and it's on this like orange clear swirl. The other side, the places where like the orange splatter is, it's kind of like raised on the non-playing side where it's almost like etched. It's like half of the band is that, and the other one has the Sci-Fi Sound little like logo there. Also, if you do purchase this from us, you do get the patch of Sci-Fi Sound. We have as many patches as we do records, so that will be included with your purchase. John Benjamin, he's a kick. We like him, but like I said, a little bit of a difficult listen, I thought, but it's funny. So there you go. Okay, now next up, this to me, this is Thad Cockerel. It's If in Case You Feel the Same. This is on pink vinyl, and it is through, my beloved HEO Records. Didn't like this at all, you guys. Just didn't like it. It includes a download, but I found this extremely tedious, and I have this thing about, it annoys me a bit when people kind of fill the atmosphere of their album with just repeating the same line over and over and over again in a song. I think you can use that sparingly if you're trying to go for a certain thing, but this just kept happening over and over again, and I tend to think when it's overused that way that you're not very good at writing lyrics. I mean, this guy's had a few albums out before this, and they're keeping him on, so he's obviously got an audience, but I was like really, really disappointed in this. So I don't really know what to say about it. It was very contrived and kind of boring. Okay. Next up, this is Greg Graffen. This is called American Legion. It's on Epitaph, and this is a reissue of his long out of print solo album from 1997. And this is available on what they're calling trans red vinyl, which I'm not sure what trans red, how you distinguish that. Okay, so he's got like a big quote that, goes along with this. So what he says is, around the time of Bad Religion's Gray Race in 1996, I was undergoing some unusual stress. A crisis of trust, friendship, and love beset my creative world. A divorce coincided with a trusted partner and my friend leaving the band. I retreated to songwriting as an expression of some of my complicated emotions at the time. This album, recorded and mixed in my home studio, was entirely my own creation, almost like an emotional experiment, and I'm glad and grateful to anyone who finds interest in the result, and hope that maybe it will inspire others to value the healing properties of music during times of need. So that's pretty poignant for right now. And well said, Greg. So anyway, if you remember this and you know that it's been out of print, you can get it again now. So that is pretty good. I'm just looking at the sticker. Limited edition colored vinyl. Does it tell us? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the trans red, whatever trans red is. Okay. All right, next up, we got a picture disc for you of Snoopy. This is Vince Guaraldi Trio, Peanuts Greatest Hits. Pretty self-explanatory, but that's your picture disc there. And, it's a pretty nice one if that's your thing. Okay, next up, reissue of PJ Harvey Dry. This is her debut record from, let's see, do we know what year that was? That was 1992. So this was her debut. It has Sheila and a Gig on it. That was, kind of a breakout hit for her. This is now on 180 gram, and great record. So highly recommend that too. Also, as a companion piece for that, the PJ Harvey Dry demos, and this is all the demos from Dry, and previously unreleased photos are in here. It's got a full color sleeve with printed and inner stuff. Let me see the sticker. Demo recordings of every track from the Dry album. Okay, available for the first time since 1992. Also includes a download card. So PJ, we love her. Last week I was telling you about the Joy Division 12s, and this is Love Will Tear Us Apart, and that's here too. This one is on Shimmy Disc, Let It Come Down, Songs We Sang in Our Dreams. They are, again, we had this on, and I can't say that anything about it was particularly memorable to me. This says that it's on Hourglass vinyl. I don't know if I guess that it's clear, but Hourglass vinyl. See, that's the trend lately. Everybody's coming up with fancy words for basically just a color. So Hourglass vinyl, well, there is an Hourglass picture on the cover, but the notes from the listings do say clear vinyl. And like I said, the previous trans red vinyl, or they have to throw in like a word just to kind of make you think you're getting something other than red or clear or something like that. So anyway, like I said, I do remember this being on. I remember it being very kind of sleepy, dreamy. This is new music from veteran producer Kramer and vocalist Zan Tyler. So it's a relaunch of the seminal indie label Shimmy Disc. Okay, there it is. All right, here we go. This is new. This is Lil Wayne Funeral, double LP. This is on Republic. This is the 13th studio album from rapper Lil Wayne. Features guest appearances from people like Big Sean, Lil Baby, J-Rock, Adam Levine, 2 Chainz, Takeoff, The Dream, The Late Extension, and more. So this is another one of these records that is very heavily laden with guests. So Lil Wayne, two LPs. The Funeral, or just Funeral, sorry. Okay, next up, the Seattle indie rock duo Mansions are back with their first new full-length album in 7 years, and the last first new music since 2017's Deserter EP. It's out today. It's ethereal synths, kind of acoustic guitars. For most of this record. It's definitely some Radiohead vibes in here. I think this is, has this one got a colored vinyl going? Let's see. This is on Coke bottle vinyl. So I enjoyed this. I thought this was really pretty good too. So I don't know, you might like it as well. Anyway, Bad Timing Records, okay? Then we have a picture disc for Marley Legend. And I don't know, this kind of harkens to me that maybe there's been stuff like this out before. But anyway, if you missed out on the picture disc, if there was a last time, it just seems to me there was. But anyway, here for you now. This one, again, this is neck deep. All distortions are intentional. This is on purple vinyl. I don't know much about this. There's also a download card included. You guys, I didn't get a chance. This is on Hopeless Records. I didn't really get a chance to listen to this today, so I don't have a lot of comments about it, but just wanted to let you know that it was here. Okay. And then we have Diana Ross, and this is Let's see, Supertonic Mixes on Motown. Of course, this is each track hit #1 during its original release. And it's a self-produced album. It follows club hits with classic songs turned inside out. Mixes by Eric Cooper, who has 120 Billboard #1s. Limited edition, pressed on crystal clear colored vinyl. So Diana Ross, the club hits, reworked. Okay. Now here we go. We have Spoon Soft Effects EP. This is first time on vinyl. I believe this is, it's on Matador. First time on vinyl. Yeah, legendary EP, and it's newly cut from the original masters. So, you know, Spoon, just such a great band. I have not had the pleasure of seeing them, and I would really like to, because I think that they are just so great. Just checking out the thing here. Yeah, it doesn't say anything other than what I've already told you. But anyway, you can get this now. Also, reissue of this one. This is Spoon Telefono. I believe this is their debut, I want to say. First time on vinyl since 1996. And yeah, great. Also on Matador. Okay, and the last thing is just this pretty self-explanatory Disney children's favorites with Mickey and Pals. This is on collectible red vinyl. Yeah, you know, it's just kind of got things like, you know, Yankee Doodle Mickey and Row, Row, Row Your Boat, Skip to Maloo, all the like little kid songs, you know, that they would be all into. Home on the Range, Bicycle Built for Two, stuff like that. Okay, so here you go for your little kids, or if you're just like a Disney collector, this is out too. All right, other than that, I don't know that there's anything else I was supposed to be covering with you. Like I said, just when you're looking for like things that are the included stuff with albums or some limited edition colors or things like that, you probably should go over to Siren Records on eBay and grab it there, because as I said, we're listing as fast as we can, but sometimes they always go there first and they get grabbed up, and we don't want you to be left out of anything, okay? So thanks for joining me, and Cass is sending his regards to everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye.